Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to the Midnight Frogs Podcast. Today it's SFA9. Today we're Yoshi.
Hi.
Lily.
Hi.
Jpace.
Hey.
Vorhias.
Yo.
And Travis.
What's your opinions on hello?
I prefer a flavor.
Goodbye.
Well, it's everyone go home. We're done.
That was the podcast. See you guys.
And that's all we got.
Oh, exclusion.
That was pretty fun. Talking to me.
Thanks, Travis.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're never sorry.
Would have been funny if we
No.
lost a viewer, but we didn't, so.
Yeah. Where it's like, oh, it's over? Okay, I'm leaving.
Alright, before we get started, a few updates on things outside of Sgt Frog Abridged. First, StrawhatNO Let's Plays. There's a new part of Let's Play Majora's Mask that's up. I don't know when I'm going to do the next parts, but I have, I think, 9 gigs of raw files I need to get rid of, so I might do them soon. I probably should have asked you this before the show, Travis, but I'm starting a Let's Play Bomberman Hero soon, and since Yoshi can't do anything over Skype anymore, I was wondering if you'd want to commentate that with me.
I can certainly do that.
All right, cool. Then that'll be starting within the next couple weeks.
You're the first to hear about it, people.
Woo!
It's happening. World premiere.
My music, I have a new noise/ambient/bizarro EP that's going to be out either tonight or tomorrow, whenever Steve can put that up. I'm also going to be starting work on a second album that's going to be much punkier and much funkier.
Ooh.
Funkier.
It's going to have various influences like Chrome, Bauhaus, Gang of Four, English Beat, bunch of various stuff.
Those
And,
some good influences. Never heard of Chrome, though.
You should. They're pretty cool. And
Okay.
Futures Past Free Music is having a mini song compilation. I'm going to contribute to that as well. So keep an eye out for that. Now, Sgt Frog Abridged.
Well, first I have to bump my song. I got to bump my song first. The Dolphin song is also on YouTube. If you
yes.
really enjoy music and you enjoy something of great quality, listen to the Dolphin song. I guarantee you'll be stuck in your head.
Oh, yes, it's a beautiful song.
They will eat your
It was like-
face.
It was like better than anything out of the Earth soundtrack.
Jeez.
But adding on to the StrawhatNO thing, there's actually one thing I'm going to do too. You guys can expect a you guys can expect a solo Retsupurae from me pretty soon.
Yeah, since you can't do
Probably tomorrow.
Since you can't do anything with me over Skype,
Yeah.
do a solo one.
We're just
Yeah, I'm going to do it. So.
we're just full of product placement tonight, aren't we?
Brought to you by Cheese.
It's a good thing my sister wears Kotex tampons, just saying.
And how do you know that exactly?
She gave it to me.
Oh, well, you see, hang on, I need to find it. I'm going to have a Twix.
Maybe that's what leche is to you. I'm going to get the leche /tampon.
Gonna get the list.
Get the leche.
Let's just move on to SFA9.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
The
Right.
introduction of Mr. Travis to the scripting team.
And you wonder why it was crazy. Actually, I think the main reason it was just so crazy, because it was just generally a crazy episode. I mean, it's very Tamama-fueled. So, I mean, even looking at the normal episode, we went, man, this one's going to be a challenge.
I don't know. You tend to have an air of sheer randomness about you.
Yeah. But, it's of course, when I say those things, you can always be like, all right, set to ignore.
Well, I want to keep it on track somewhat.
What we did. Just took some time.
I have a question for the chat. Do you guys actually know what was going on in the episode? Because, half of the comments we got were like, what the fuck? And oh my god, mindfuck. Are you sure? Because
I had to watch it a second time because I personally was like...
Yeah, so did I. I got kind of lost the first time as to what exactly the hell was happening. And then
I thought
I
it was
got it
weird,
finally.
It's kind weird because like one guy was all like, "Man, this is such a breather compared to the last two."
I was surprised by that comment too. I was like, wait, really?
It was like a vacation. Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, it was like a vacation compared to the last ones. Getting on a train, what the fuck? Drawing a cartoon, holy crap! But you know this.
Sonic Fiend got it right. Like, Tama is introduced to dominance and goes nuts.
Then the end, it's all just a daydream because Tama's just a daydreamer. Hence his crossed eyes. He's usually daydreaming at those moments.
Yeah.
That really explains a lot.
I'm gonna be right back, guys. I gotta go eat.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And someone's rocking out some music back there.
I think that's supposed to be the music coming from his room.
Da da da.
Hang on, I'm going to a radical party.
This party's just smashing. All right.
All righty.
All right. So anyway,
Let's move on to the jokes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First off, I'm pretty sure every one of you has seen Jetter's Abridged so far.
Oh, and if you haven't, then shame on you.
It's not like we advertised it twice or anything.
Oh no.
If they didn't see Jersey Bridge, they're going to be even more confused by it in the beginning.
Exactly.
But that was Birdie at the start and at the end.
Well, to be fair, Birdie really never got an answer, so he had to travel to another planet to get it. So.
Filming a documentary for some reason.
That's a good point. Good point. He's determined. You got to give him that.
Yeah.
He probably just got lost, ended up on Earth going, hey, I'm on Earth. I'm going to start asking questions now.
What do you mean I frighten you?
Like
what are you calling me a bird for?
I like how the microphone was tied to a stick for a door.
Momika's censored face.
Well,
I
there's
think that was like an gone.
Well, we're their eyes are already all censored, but then we realized, it's like, man, would it just be easier just to censor her face because we don't like her? We don't want her presence to be known. Works out better for everybody.
Seen.
Exactly.
Because they censor the frog's eyes, but they don't censor hers.
Yeah, she just went from the eyes to the entire face. Nobody cares.
She's not going to be involved anymore, so I mean, even if she's there.
As less as possible, because, you know, we're doing the movies and she's in them, so we have to do something.
Yeah. There's just
I
certain
don't know,
characters.
it kind of just messed it up, because every time I look at her, I think of production being brought back several months, just because of that one character. So I can't, you know.
Filthy, filthy rage.
Yeah.
Yes, Momika, no. No more.
No more, please.
Momika is no.
No.
I think it's also an idea to, like, censor one of the trees in the background, but then there was no tree in the background, so we... That was my idea, but we're like, oh, there's no tree, fuck.
I think the new voice for Momika should just be Puppet Momika. I'm Puppet Momika!
They killed me in the last episode, so they had to bring me back like this!
Her face is like, you just see the jaw drop.
His eye, like googly eyes, just moving around.
Like Snake, it's just the jaw itself moves up and down.
Yeah.
Like Monty Python
I like
or
that
something.
idea. Yeah.
I want to hunt for Yuki Kun Desu! I love it!
The cat.
The cat.
I don't think we're going to do anything ever with the cat.
Yeah.
As well as jokes that just came from this situation that surrounded him. I mean, I don't have too much reference with the show because I haven't watched that much of it. But as soon as I saw a cat there and I just saw angry Guerrero sitting there, I couldn't help but thinking, there's a cat here!
It's actually supposed to be his cat, like he takes care of it, but your idea was better, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We haven't actually introduced it, so it just shows up there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just sitting there, and he's getting angry at it.
its name as of right now is the cat. So yeah,
And apparently during the interview, part of the plan was just have more cats show up.
Yeah.
We love to increase allergies.
You can just imagine under that little bar over his lines, his eyes just started blowing up like balloons.
Yeah, bloodshot and pupils are all dilated.
That'll stretch the censor bar every couple seconds.
I do love mache for the root word wet paper.
I don't know if it's obvious or not, but Tamama was failing to roll his R's. I just didn't bother. I could say paper, but I didn't, so I just went paper. That actually came about because I kept fucking up rolling my R's.
We were kind of discussing things. I could just hear Thorn in the background going, paper, la 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 la. I was like, use that. That's great.
Back and forth, they went paper for like 5 minutes.
Paper. Yeah, I'm doing it again.
Both Yoshi and I were trying to teach him how to do art, rolling around. And he just,
I know how to roll my R's. I just can't do it for longer than a millisecond.
Yeah.
See? I could do and for infinity, but I can't.
So, in that case...
Well, I'm Hispanic, so it's easy for me.
Well, yeah.
Guy's showing off. Gee.
Well, I don't want to brag, but wet paper.
Oh yeah,
I love
Matchy.
I think it's great when Giro yells. It's some of the funniest stuff to me.
Train coming by.
Why is there a train coming at me?
My favorite yelling characters are
I'm surrounded by trains.
My favorite yelling characters are Guerrero and Dororo. I just love when, like in the 6th episode where it's like, they called me that this morning! Why can't they hear me? I just love lines like that.
The worst part of that is, though, Guerrero really fucks up my voice if I try to yell. I honestly think that was the best, most Guerrero-sounding Guerrero yell I've ever done, because usually I can't maintain the voice when I do it.
Oh, my eyes!
What the fuck is this?
I think one of the jokes I was trying to go for, we didn't put it in, but one of the jokes I was trying to go for is that for some reason Caro's plan about the interview involved cats or the help of cats. So he's like, oh, it went wrong? Well, buy more cats and try again.
Throw in a fish for good measure.
Yeah. So yeah, not too much. What's the cat's name in the series? I forgot.
We're just calling it the cat.
Yeah, the cat's probably not going to get too much love beyond being an allergy feast for Guerrero.
Yeah. In Japanese, it's just Neko, which is, cat. So its name really is just cat.
Although it'd kind of be funny to just see Guerrero just go, oh, hello there, cat.
Fucker.
I'm going to call you cat.
The cat with a C.
So yeah, that's all that can be really said about the cat.
Although Funimation did give it a name. Funimation, it's called Mrs. Furbottom, but I like cat better.
Makes you wonder where the missus came from.
I don't know.
Because it's pink, maybe?
No, you'd think it would call it Ms. Furbottom, but not Mrs. It's not married.
It's pink because its fur is full of asbestos.
What?
Yeah,
the more things that it would have, the more that would fuck with Guerrero at close contact.
Poor guy. let's move on. Let's see, socks with sandpaper at the tip. This is actually an old joke that we've put in the joke vault.
I'm so happy when we're able to put something in the joke vault into the series.
Yeah. How old is that when I came up with it?
I have no idea. I think we've had that as far back as episode 2 or 3.
I like something like. It was cool. Like we were throwing just before you brought oh wait, we have the one with the sandpaper. We were throwing other ideas around wooden shoes so you can walk across the river, stupid stuff like that. So.
I just like the thought of it because it's stupid, but it's practical.
It kind of it reminds me of something I saw actually. I saw I forgot where it was, and it's gonna bother me, but I saw it was some kind of sketch or something where a guy made a helmet with blades in it, and it was supposed to cut your hair. But it just went terribly wrong because it just started digging into his skull and he started bleeding out.
No kidding.
Oh, gee, why?
And it's just this guy was acting this is the greatest idea I've ever come up with.
We actually have a follow-up joke to that we're going to try and put in. It's in a similar vein.
It just reminded me of that so much.
Socks with sandpaper on the tip. Cut your toenails as you walk.
It's a whole blood thing, but we can work around it.
I just imagine someone walking around with those until they just have these bloody stumps. I'm okay. My nails are beautiful. You either be delirious by
this is my pedicure.
This isn't worth the pain.
We had so much shit in the joke vaults, just random crap that we threw around over the year and just put it in. We had to clear it out a week ago.
Yeah, because some of the things was outdated or dumb or bad. So.
Pretty much you have a full closet full of junk right now, and we took out a shoe from that closet, but it's still up.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Right now the whole thing's teetering like a Jenga puzzle.
Pretty much.
You put the shoe back. I don't want it. It's going to fall.
Let's not open it again.
The one shoe that causes the whole thing to tumble.
And that was a particular scene where Caro looked an awful lot like a turtle. In that scene.
Yeah.
Throughout that entire episode, he looked a lot like a turtle.
When he was staring at the wall?
He's staring at the wall, when he's dragging a thing behind him, or grabbing Guerrero by the hand. He just had that pointy turtle face.
Wait, Guerrero! Do you have any leaves? Hey, guys.
Do you have any leaves? I can do this forever.
Hi, guys. It's our delicious.
I like being able to do things with my throat that you guys can't.
I just did it.
Yeah, you got beat.
What?
I just did.
I could have done it long.
All right, we got the point.
Good job, good job. Let's move on now.
Throughout this episode...
Okay, I'll read it. Fuck.
No, you're just lagging, Yoshi.
I am?
Yeah, you're like a second or two behind us.
Really?
That was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
That was like 3 seconds right there.
Yeah, I'm behind you. You sure about that?
I'm not sure. Everything seems fine on my end.
We know. That's because you're lagging.
Shut up, I'm dumb.
So, anyway, the next joke is Hun is a status symbol.
Not yet.
Skip one.
Right above it.
Oh, he did. Epiphanies and
Yeah, stop going so forward, Travis. Now you feel like a jackass.
I'm sorry. It's not my hosting job. Epiphanies and development.
Yeah, throughout this, for some strange reason, the characters like Kero and Tamama have these weird epiphanies, and they develop in a strange way. Like, Kero had this massive realization that he couldn't read after, like, what, 8 episodes or so of him failing to read.
But he read that last thing in the last episode.
Yeah, he managed to read that. He couldn't read this.
He's okay with numbers, I guess. He just can't read letters. As long as it's 4 and 9.
The only thing is, 4 and... I was going to say.
Because 4 is very similar to 9. I know it's 9 because it's got a loop on it.
And then at the end, Tamama, after this big daydream, is finally happy with being the submissive one in their relationship.
I don't know whether to go or no.
It's a sweet moment in the relationship. Every relationship goes to that point where one of them has to decide, you know what, I want to be dominant for a little while. And it's like, no, I like being the bitch. And Toma had that realization.
And it turns out, I don't think we've used Hun very often, but in this way, it kind of turns into a sort of status symbol just out of nowhere. It's like, I'm going to call you Hun. And then Tama was like, I'm going to call you Hun now. No.
I feel like Kero almost uses it as a sign of comfort. You know, he has to have a Hun because he's a leader, but he needs someone that, you know, is below him, no pun intended, that just someone who's going to be someone who's submissive to him and does everything he says, because otherwise he won't feel like a leader because everyone treats him like shit. So,
well, he earns it.
Well, he earns it, exactly.
He's being an asshole.
Yeah, he earns it completely, but he's got to at least have one person that looks up to him. So, otherwise, he's just empty and barren.
He's got 2, 3 if you count Yuki, but not to the extent of Tama or Moi.
Yeah, Moi is in pretty deep,
and Dororo is practically his bitch anyway.
I think in the case of Dororo, Kero just simply has to ask, but he never will.
I think Kero is just delusional. Or maybe he's just a cunt, I don't know.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. All right, I have 2 awesome friends.
That was one of my favorite jokes.
Well, you guys remember, like, SFA 6 and 7? I don't think 6. SFA 4 and SFA 7, where we went back to when Kero, Giroro, and Dororo were kids.
Or as he was commonly referred to, Zerao.
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 I like to think of that as a bit of a callback to the flashbacks we've had.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, they were terrible friends. I mean, they clearly stated through all the games they played, but, of course, the way that they treated it in episode 4, at least in Kero's sake, they thought they were doing awesome things for him. We were doing it to make him a ninja, and we're doing it because we're such great friends. So in their case, they're so delusional, Kero has a hard time imagining what they did to Dororo was absolutely unforgivable.
Oh, come on, you love Zero autopsy report.
I thought you loved getting your hand smashed with a hammer.
You always love winning.
I thought those were tears of joy.
Don't you remember Zero puts his head in the blender? That was your favorite.
We got smoothies afterwards.
I just love that delusion, and just thinking of the appropriate response to Doro, just kind of like confronting him on it, just to make Kero look more like a dick. So, Kero definitely in this episode gets no love. Well, he gets love, but just in all the wrong places.
That's not
literally.
love.
Yeah, that's not love at that point. It's not tender.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we don't exactly get to see what the hamburger helper is.
Thank God.
Leave it up to your imagination. Did you get to know, like, some guy in the comments is like, oh, the hamburger helper is a real position.
I don't want to know what it is. I want to keep the mystery alive.
I think this guy just walked up talking to people. Hey, you know what the hamburger helper is?
I just remember throwing that line out verbatim because I was trying to think of really bad sounding sex moves. Like what sounds like a sex move that's just kind of gross and just sounds uncomfortable. And hamburger helper is the first thing that popped in my head. So I was like, we're gonna try out a new position, the hamburger helper.
Because when I think hamburger helper, I think burn victim.
Well, I think something meaty and just strange. And I just remember Yoshi dying and Thorn just saying gross.
Because I'm just imagining like the freaking food being cooked on the stove, so of course I'm just dying. Because that's so stupid.
Yeah. By the way, this episode was written in one night.
Yeah. Kind of pulled a record there.
It was hard trying not to wake up my parents from laughter. It's like 3 in the morning when we finished.
Hellfire has an interesting one. The 5-car pileup.
I love
That's one for the group. But
the slip and slide.
This is going to be another let's play. What was it? Like the board games.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the cartridge blower, if you know what I mean.
All I can think of is the Bomberman. So.
Yeah.
We tried the bulge bomb, it didn't work. But anyway.
The flaming bomb.
Riding the duck.
Fire bomb. Yeah. Riding the Louie.
The dead rabbit.
Oh, man.
Resurrecting the rabbit.
Oh, there you go. Like that.
Let's move on quickly.
The Bomberman star rating. What? Okay, keep going.
So moving on to something that's like naming off the board games, the alliteration operations.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah, that was really
Because it's such weird word association. Like,
well, the first one you threw out was the kangaroo catapult. I was trying to remember what we were trying to reference exactly, but and then like out in the middle of the chat, out of nowhere, you threw out Cataract's caterpillar. And we're like, these are all related in some way. And we just started thinking of really bad, hard C and K operations that have no relation to them. You can't even imagine what they're about.
There was a first one I came up with.
I gotta get going, you guys. So.
Oh, okay.
All right. Everybody say goodbye to Mr. Jpace.
Goodbye, everybody. I will make up the. Yeah, I can't
let's
thing
see.
one day. I do all. I promise. I know they're very disappointed.
I just totally remember. He does Brew.
Wait, what?
I totally forgot. He does that. Yeah. I was gonna say I totally forgot that you do broom.
Yeah, he does broom. Broom's in it.
Broom. Damn it, mop.
All right.
I gotta go. You guys.
You go have fun. Go.
Later, man.
Right, adios.
All
Right.
Well, as I was saying, the first one I came up with was eggplant farming. And then
Yeah.
you guys were thinking...
That sounds like something for Dora.
Yeah, but then just out of nowhere, I was thinking of something weird, and it said kangaroo catapult. And from there on out, we were just coming up with things that start with a cuss sound.
I think the first one I thought was cock blocking cantaloupe.
Yeah, that kind of killed us. And then we were set on making a bunch more for the post-credits.
I like claustrophobic clown and colostomy coffee pot.
Colostomy dude, they actually had me read out the entire thing, and if If I managed not to laugh through the entire thing, I would get cool points. I kept laughing at Colostomy Coffee Pot.
You kept messing it up.
It's because you say it deadpan as Giroro.
As Giroro, that makes it even better. Colostomy Coffee Pot.
I'm also thinking because coffee pot isn't really a word you say often, personally.
Oh, man.
Or cock-blocking cantaloupe. Candlelit clitoris was a great closer.
Claustrophobic clown?
He kind of emphasized that candlelit clitoris had to be a Kululu line.
Yeah. It sounds like a Kululu line.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Hey! Mr. Vorhias is back.
What'd I miss? Everything?
Colostomy coffee pot.
Oh.
All right.
Your opinion?
Sounds messy.
You would be right, sir. It's rather sanitary.
That one.
Yeah, when I do that compilation of the script writing sessions, I'm going to include the ones with the alliteration operations.
Which is itself an alliteration.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Colostomy Coffee Pot.
Jeez.
It's funny. Those jokes are great because they're so vague that you have a hard time imagining what they are exactly.
And they have nothing to do with the titles because, what was it, cock-blocking cantaloupe or...
That's my favorite mission.
Yeah. One of them or whatever is about putting cake in the fridge.
Huge success!
We have no idea what they're about.
I like how they think like, oh yeah, I'm really gonna throw him off with that one. Shit.
I just love how unexcited Fuyuki was saying, wow, there's a cake in here.
There's a cake.
Oh joy, another cake.
I don't know why, but every time Fuyuki says that line, I think it's Birdie for some reason.
His little brother, maybe.
Separated by birth and species. And
See, that is the question, Sergeant Neil.
That's the answer.
Yeah, you answered it yourself. At least to him it's a mission, and he succeeded. I mean, much harder than most have got.
Condemned kangaroo.
We got too much kangaroo use.
Yeah. We had too much cock use, even.
Yeah, I know.
Condemned Kawadamundi.
Crushed koala.
I think I remembered I said something. I remember I said one yesterday, but I don't remember what it was. I was walking into the kitchen, I just randomly said it, and there was nobody in the kitchen.
Can't be cabinets.
No, it wasn't that one, but...
Contaminated capybara.
I think I wrote it somewhere. Because I know I told it to Thorn yesterday. Where'd it go?
Was it something with clam chowder?
Yeah, I think it was crusty clam chowder, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
It was that one. I just randomly walked into the kitchen and just said it. There was nobody there, but I was like, eh.
Something you definitely need to your school again. Just be like, oh, I brought something with me, crusty clam chowder.
Wait, what?
It's a leftover. It's a leftover.
Ugh.
Ugh. Gross. Shut up.
Condemned cannabis.
Copulating clawhammer.
Again, we can go on all day with these.
Catnip, camel toe.
Coagulated kitchen.
Convoluted concept.
There was actually Travis said convoluted clownfish.
Yeah. That would have been good. You guys keep in mind though, it has to be hard C or K words. It can't be any other kind.
Yeah, it has to start with K.
Yeah.
If it's a 2-word phrase, the first word has to start with K.
Conceptual cadaver.
That's disgusting.
Yes, it is. That's the plan to give money to charity.
Yep. All right, then let's move on.
Carnivorous crab.
We'll do more in the post show.
Yep.
Food metaphors. The millions there were in this one.
I'm not even quite sure why we got onto food metaphors. I just remember us talking about, I don't know. I think I just started going off with Subway sandwiches and potato salads per my rant.
Probably because, I think it was because like we were watching, like when Fuyuki opened the fridge and we saw the cake and the donut and all that.
I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, it's because when Guerrero starts confronting Tamama mixes submissive with sub-sandwich, and then it just spirals into food metaphors.
And plus, being submissive apparently attaches you to kind of gross things like hamburger helper, so I thought, it's kind of gross to depict a potato salad. It just looks gross, and just works out really well. And deviled eggs, too. Just look kind of, there's something not right about them when you look at them.
Deviled eggs doesn't sound as funny as potato salad, though.
Yeah.
Or coleslaw.
You'll be my coleslaw burger.
Coleslaw catheter.
Banana pudding.
Oh, that was a good one.
I like to think of it as kind of like a hint about what we're doing with SFA10 with the picnic, but we'll get to that.
I love how well, Yoshi ended up throwing out the one about the burrito going south, and then I think, I was like, why are we talking so much about food? Yeah. Like, why are we talking so much about food?
Why am I so fucking hungry?
Moving on to Fag Muffin. This is a really old one. How many of you guys were aware that we used Fag Muffin as like a pet name for Tamama? Like, people in the chat and you guys.
I wasn't, actually.
Me neither.
Yeah, because...
yeah,
we've been using that, like, since, I think, December 2009 to describe Tamama, but we've only actually remembered to use it in Sgt Frog Abridged, I think in episode 2. But yeah, Fag Muffin is a pet name for Tamama. And I like to think of it as a word, or like a term of endearance to reference a very cute gay character. So, Fag Muffin.
Just cute little fag.
yeah.
It also kind of sounds like ragamuffin if you think about it.
It does a bit.
Sounds like what?
Ragamuffin, which is used to, like, talk about someone, like, precocious, like, you little ragamuffin.
Run
Yeah,
along.
I guess.
Run along, you little fag muffin.
What? I said run along.
Actually, we got to give credit to my friend about this, about Fag Muffin, because he actually came up with it. But like that was before, I wasn't even thinking about doing an SFA. Like he was just, like this one friend of mine. He's I think he's been in the chat a couple times. I'm not sure, but like he would always just say like the weirdest things, and like we were just like insulting each other. He just calls like this other friend of mine a fag, and then we just lost it. So I took it, and now it's mine.
Yay.
Like when I used to call some of my friends douche nozzles.
Yeah.
Right.
He watches SFA.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, it's still yours.
He keeps asking about. Like, oh, what's the next episode? Hey, what's this? Oh, you're a fag muffin. You stole it from me. Fuck you. Okay.
Momoko was saying Fag Muffin, and so did Natsumi, and what was the other character? Oh, yeah, Tamama himself.
Yeah. I think the only other times we actually use it is like in certain scenarios.
I think we barely even use it in the podcast or the scenarios. Like, it's almost always just been in between conversation between you and me.
Yeah, but I remember one scenario where it was at the end of the one where they discovered DeviantArt or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, fanfiction.net.
Yeah. Something like that. I said, oh, you little fag muffin, and then you said, oh, I want you to put it in my muffin, something like that. I still have the recordings.
So do I, but I don't remember that. But okay.
It's a lot more adorable than Gunso-san.
Yeah. Guzno-san.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Good though. Clever.
Hell Tutor says, it sounds deliciously offensive, but it's not supposed to be offensive. It's a term of endearment.
But it is delicious.
It'd be more offensive if he said he'd actually use it as an insult, but it's kind of complimentary.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to use that as an insult, though. Oh, you fag muffin. Who the hell's going to take you seriously?
Oh, darn. You got me.
Yeah, you got me.
Oh, pussy feathers.
I actually had a teacher in middle school say that all the time.
Oh,
It's my shop teacher. Ah, pussy feathers. I'd be like, cut off his finger with a buzzsaw.
That's a new one to me. I haven't heard this one.
Oh, robotic dick.
I would so try that in public. I just sound a little pissed. Ah, robotic dick.
Yeah.
Probably get away.
You're just reading a newspaper.
Yeah. Ah, robotic dick. This coupon's already expired.
You could probably get away with spotted.
Well, spotted dick is real. Robotic dick isn't.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
I don't know.
there are.
In
but...
the future.
Do it in the supermarket.
Robotic dick. For free.
It's on sale.
Go on. Dress as Halloween as a robotic dick. What are you thinking, little boy? A robotic dick.
It screams everything he says.
Can I have some candy?
Oh, I chew a shiny penis. Here you go.
Sergeant Eagle says, my computer teacher back in middle school would say, Android tits.
That's great.
Android.
Really?
But, yeah, that's fag muffin.
Fag muffin, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was about to say that's basically just a dildo. Robot dick.
You know, I'm going to make a spin-off product. I'm going to start baking fag muffins. What do you guys think?
They're rainbow colored. Big googly eyes.
They're full of
They were
Skittles.
going to look like They were going to look like Tamama, but okay.
Whatever
They're
you
going
do.
to tell them, but they're full of Skittles.
And sprinkle glitter on them, too.
And they all have green filling.
I don't get it.
What does that mean?
Fuck.
What flavor are them? Pink. They taste like pink.
Edamame.
Ew. Exactly what you think. What do you think, fag muffin? You think edamame?
Yeah. For no fucking reason whatsoever, just edamame.
That'd be kind of awesome. Where it's like, go let me guess what this tastes like. Hey, my mom, I didn't expect that.
Soybeans.
Fag catches people. Wow, barbecue sauce.
Sweet.
I'm not even really upset. I'm just kind of surprised.
Barbecue sauce, muffins?
This tastes like a cock-blocked cantaloupe.
Believe me, I know when my cantaloupe's cock block. You can trust me on that.
I do it for fun.
Yeah, so it's glass flavored. Huh, cool.
That's not glass flavor. That's just glass.
I like how you got the shards inside. That was really clever.
I couldn't see them coming. Ow.
And I like this red oozy filling too. What's it called?
This bag muffin's rather salty.
Mine's covered in...
Well, I've never heard of a...
Mine's covered in stained glass. How festive.
Perfect for Christmas.
It's just supposed to be decorative.
So you guys want to move on because we only have like 2 things left.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's been a while on Fag Muffin.
I didn't think we would really.
Kululu breaking character to deliver his Oscar-winning speech, as Kululu, or as Jpace put it. I
think that had to do with just because how outrageous the whole thing was about to get. Like, it was getting really fast-paced, and everything was disappearing and stuff, so we had to have someone just kind of set everything back into place and go, look, goddammit. And the only character that was really left was Kululu. We went, you know what's kind of funny? Kululu just not being himself, because no one else in the series seems to be at the moment.
Yeah, they're all kind of parodies of themselves for a bit. Like, Natsumi is just pissed, so to speak.
Yeah, she shows up pissed just for a bit, just to disappear.
Yeah. And Dororo is just a lonely kiss ass. And Tamama is insane.
Kiss with that mask.
You can't kiss
I felt like when he shouted when he fell off.
lonely, or what it was, a sadness.
I was cracking up when I saw the clip. I was like, where the hell did that come from? I don't remember that.
It's Dororo. He would shout it. Yeah, Kululu didn't get dropped into the dungeon. He just disappeared.
He defies all logic.
He went home.
I like to think he just sort of dissolved in front of Tamama's eyes.
Well,
that
was his callback to reality.
He just had to throw in a heh.
There never was a Kululu. It was all in your head.
He was dead.
And all in your
And there was a Lulu.
That's Kululu in the dark.
And I go, hey.
You could tell things were getting silly in that series as soon as it went, I'm in 3D! And then it just went crazy.
Yeah.
It's this explosion for no reason.
Fuck, the world's in 3D!
I forgot where that came from.
I think just Yoshi yelled it out loud. Just as it is, I'm in 3D.
The fuck the world is in 3D? I'm always shouting random things at Karen and they end up in the script somehow, so.
Because they tend to be funny.
Makes sense.
Yahoo!
But now to Yoshi's favorite line, you have ungayed my heart.
That sounds like it could be a song. Like the title of the song, "You Have Ungayed My."
That's the next song parody. We're gonna do "Ungayed My Heart."
It can be a parody. It can be a parody of that Tony Braxton song, "Unbreak My Heart."
Yeah, you've ungayed my heart.
You do realize I'm gonna have to sing that one too.
And I'll do a shitty backup as Giroro and Dororo again.
Just having the back.
Ungayed my heart.
Ungayed. Ungayed.
This is actually okay. Now we know what the next SFA parody is. I've been wanting to use the phrase "ungayed" as Kara for a long time now. Like for anything, like for it was always I can't talk. It was always something involving Tamama and moi. So it was the perfect opportunity. It's like, oh look, he moved on. You have ungayed my heart. Who the hell says ungayed?
Well, I remember I'm ungayed now, and I just said, you have ungayed my heart.
You kind of choked laughing, Yoshi.
Yeah.
Because it was perfect. I've always wanted to use ungayed somehow.
Instant gay loss.
That's good. That's good.
Gay loss.
I don't feel different.
So, how do you feel about the village people?
Impartial. It's brilliant. It works.
It works.
It's funny because you cannot ungay someone. No matter what the Christians will tell you, you cannot ungay someone.
Yeah. Try your best. It doesn't work.
You could be bi, but what the fuck?
You could maybe go by, but you're not really going to lose an attraction.
I like how Moz is usually, and that's just usually happy, but also confused by it. I'm happy that I'm confused by that. Yay, I don't know what that means.
Karo's not gay to begin with. He likes girls too.
Yep.
We sort of changed that, is the thing.
He's already bi.
He doesn't know what to think. He's into everything.
Tom was barely a guy to begin with. No, he's not even bi-curious. He's bi.
It's not even too much of a question about it.
It's just all around stupid.
Let's have a sexuality test right here.
How about Doro? Do you think he's possibly gay?
Maybe.
Well, it's like I always say, our characters are sexually ambiguous. But yeah, he's gay. It's like, if you ask me, I'm just going to say, yeah, they're all gay. Every one of them. Even Natsumi, she's just not returning it.
I think Guerrero's not gay, but he just kind of restricts his feminine side.
He's confused.
A little too much. He restricts it so much that it balls up into his girl-alicious moments.
Just comes in brief bursts of gayness.
I would explain his tranny side.
Still one of my favorite lines yelled as Guerrero's girl-alicious!
Trademark me! I'm going to have to trademark that. That is a good line.
Yeah, I always just thought Doro was gay because, I mean, he just really wants to be accepted by that crew. I don't think it's starting to become a little too obsessive.
Well, that's kind of the Stockholm syndrome that they put on him.
Yeah.
Maybe Doro's not actually gay, but he still acts the part just so he'll get accepted.
There you go.
He's trying to fit in.
Come on, we all know from that Yowie that Karo's first sexual experience was with Doro.
I can be gay with you guys.
And it gave him nightmares.
Hey, did that bruise get any better?
Sex makes me lonely.
I can be gay too, you guys. I have a Bette Midler album right here. Am I cool yet?
My mom bought me a Styx album.
I'm sailing away.
I read Cosmo. Isn't that enough?
Wait, we're in Japan. Domo Ari, gotta come back.
Ungay my heart.
Oh, Dora.
I think that I'm in 3D line also got tossed around to I'm on the ceiling and different stuff like that, but I'm in 3D just kind of, I don't know, kind of did not work.
Well, I liked it. I just went with whatever. Both were good to me.
This is kind of a strange episode for Karo, because Karo seems usually, even though he's so nonsensical, he always seems like he's in control. And this one, you just kind of pity him. I mean, hamburger helper for 3 fucking days.
Still can't sit.
He broke his hand. He got tossed in a dungeon. Probably fell like 50 feet to hard concrete.
Well, it was all a daydream, so it didn't really happen.
Yeah.
But still.
We were watching, I couldn't help but pity him.
Can you ever?
Like, the original episode's like that. He's just, God. He's just a man.
I still love the line, I just made a shake ready to get into me.
I'm a miner.
I love the fact that Tama is dominant, but he doesn't understand what dominant does. You know, what is he supposed to do? He's going to make it work, though.
You're going to realize there's another success!
There were a lot of, like, there's only the one thing that always kind of gets me from Sgt. Frog is just all the Gundam references, and there's a lot of them in that episode that we just wanted to cut out.
Yeah, we're probably never going to reference Gundam. I mean, those are like one Gundam cartoon that I like. even then, I don't give a crap.
Isn't that part of why, like, the guys at Gutter Wrench Studios told Revy to go for it, to join in, because of the Gundam connection?
Because of Gundam, but then we ended up never using Gundam ever, so...
It's like, oh, well.
Sorry for that crossover thing you wanted.
They didn't. Look what happened. Are you looking?
I bet you're still waiting. They're still waiting. They're gonna reference us. They're gonna reference us.
Wait for it. Wait for it. I forget it.
I think I stabbed you in the gut. Haha.
Ouch! The knife!
Because I'm evil!
Evil!
I'm going celibate! Fuck you!
It made me bleed onto the floor!
A car has run me over.
And now I am being dragged away by a dog. Help!
As long as like that kill during scenarios.
Whenever we do the first movie, which has Evil Kero, correct?
No. Movie 3 is Evil Kero.
Oh, movie 3. When we do that, we're gonna have to have Vorhias script that with us because he seems to have the character down. Like he has it down.
I kind of made it.
I take it you want.
I kind of made it official. I kind of made it official.
That voice and type of talking, doing it.
No, you come up with everything perfectly. You time it perfectly.
I kind of made it official. You are Dark Kero now.
All right.
I think it's important whenever you come with the characters that you try your best to get in the right. I mean, people who tend to think of the characters also get in the right mindset. So if you think of a character like that, might as well just bring them on to write their character, or at least give ideas.
Someone's eating.
Yeah, my mom just brought popcorn while you guys were talking about Dark Arrow. And it tastes like popcorn.
Is it buttered?
Hey, you want some popcorn? No?
Oh, man. Did we forget any jokes, or?
No, we're done with the list. We sort of went,
The thing with this episode is a lot of the jokes speak for themselves. We can't really explain them.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, I guess we should get to the last thing on the list then, huh?
Yeah.
Yoshi?
Anyway, that's it for the jokes. So next, what's coming up for the abridging stuff?
So, as you guys know, SFA10 is going to be the last episode of Season 1. And you know how I usually give you a preview or, tell you what the episode's going to be about? Well, I'm not telling you anything this time. I want to keep it top secret.
Wah.
Yes, wah. The only thing I can reveal, the only thing that I can reveal is that it's picnic related, sort of, but that's like it. That's all I can say really, because I've been playing. Well, you'll see.
It got a little more complicated than just the picnic episode.
Yeah, it's sort of I mean, even if I had it planned out, I wouldn't tell you guys because it's the last episode of the season.
I have a feeling that everyone who's been following the podcast, whenever you guys talk about the picnic episodes, have some semblance of an idea of what's coming already.
Yeah, but we may not be doing that.
I'm going to throw them for a loop.
Yeah.
The only clue I'm going to give is shit's going to get real.
Am I to understand that loops are to be thrown?
Cannons are going to be loosed.
I really can't say.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil anything.
We can't.
And apparently I'm helping on this one.
Yeah, you're
part of the team now.
You're pretty much scripting with us from now on.
Whoopee!
Been drafted. Serve your country.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
One is for pouring, one is for fun.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. None are related to what I do. I'm going to type for a while.
This is my rifle.
Yeah.
This is my gun. Is that catering?
But yeah, I can't tell you guys right on. I can tell everybody else. Sorry. I can tell everybody on the team. Popcorn. Yeah. Since we're on a podcast, I can't really tell you.
The only spoiler I can give is that Sir Ian McKellen is actually not a wizard.
Although I am going to give you a spoiler. I hear Cararo's in it. Just saying.
Might be, just might be. Anyway.
But from a reliable source.
Also a show that shall be in the loop. Jitters Abridged 2.
Yeah, right when this podcast is over, because we're going to keep the pre-show pretty short, or the post-show pretty short. Travis and I are going to go off and work on Jitters Abridged 2. Hopefully Code Black will come on soon and work on that with us. Since that takes no time out of my schedule, if any, we can probably expect that episode up next week. Let's see. I don't think we mentioned this. We'll worry about that. What's going to happen after SFA10 when the SFA10 podcast happens. It's just. Yeah. But I'm going to be focusing on Jitters Abridged 2 and some other things for a while, and the Let's Plays.
Yeah. Although I am going to say, episode 10 is probably going to be the best one. Probably. Just saying.
I can say at Jitters Abridged episode 2, we're going to introduce Shout, maybe develop a little more of the other Jetters like Bongo and Dr. Ein. We'll see how it plays out. That's pretty much it. Oh, actually, I don't know if I should announce this on the podcast, but fuck it, it's my podcast. Steve, my label boss, has contacted me. My EP is now available for download. So if you guys want the link, let me post it.
Yay.
Sweet. That's her Chewbacca response. I'm
saying popcorn!
Running.
I'm still doing that right now. Sitting.
Music. I love me.
I've heard some stuff from this album, and it's really good. Like, pretty amazing and very unique stuff.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah.
That nice atmospheric music. It's definitely something that if you just want to chill, it's good music for that.
Austin, you're creepy.
Thank you, Late.
If you like experimental stuff, go jump all over it.
Oh, yes.
Should be fun.
And that's pretty much it from us. So I'm going to end the proper podcast here, and we'll talk with the chat for a bit.